Hello, communication studies class. This is my persuasion speech, and I have my audience right here. I'll show after. Um, but here we go. Are you like me and think that there are many things wrong with our education system? If you are, then this might be the topic for you. Today, I want to focus on classroom sizes. And I'm not talking actual classroom sizes, I'm talking about the number of students assigned to one teacher. Um, I believe classroom sizes are too big. And I think that lowering the number of students assigned to one teacher can improve the learning experience. Um, During the course of this speech, I'm going to talk about classroom sizes, uh, student to teacher ratios, um, state testing, um, the studies conducted, and the solutions that I believe will help this problem. Um, this is a serious problem. We have a lot of people that aren't getting good grades, aren't paying attention in class. You have class clowns distracting students that are trying to learn. Um, and California has the highest student to teacher ratio in the country at 23 students to one teacher. I believe the country average is 16 to 1. So that's a whole nother third tacked on to California. This quote from Luann Johnson I really liked. It's when classes are small enough to allow individual student-teacher interaction, a minor miracle occurs. Teachers teach and students learn. All right, and this is a picture of how my classes were when I attended Carter High School. It's usually 5 rows of 6 students each, which was 30 students, and the average for California is supposed to be 23, and I had classes ranging from 30 to even 40, and it was like a circus. Nobody was paying attention, and there's a cause and effect to everything. So with more students, obviously there's going to be more variables. You'll have your class clowns trying to distract everyone. You'll have the students that are trying to learn. You'll have there's just so many variables that can go into this. I believe with the lower ratio of students to teachers, there can be a better learning experience because you get that one-on-one interaction a lot of the times. So a student will be able to ask the teacher for help with the lesson, and this teacher will be able to, the student or the teacher will be able to focus more on one-on-one and help that student with the, because there's not so many teachers or students to distract from other students. And with, of course, with more students, teachers won't be able to get control of 40 students, and it would be easier to get control on 16 students to stop distractions. And we've all been to school, of course, most of us, and you'll have those students that are distracting, and you'll be wanting to pay attention to the lesson, and you'll just get those kids in the back just talking nonstop, and it is distracting. In my experience, I went half of my high school to Carter High School, and then the other half I went to Options for Youth Fontana. And Options for Youth, I learned way more than when I was at Carter, because at Options it's only 16 students per teacher. You get the more personal experience with the teacher. You'll be able to go up, ask them questions. They'll help you right there on the spot. And yeah, it was just, I learned way more at Options. And even my sisters, they went too. They'll back me up on this. We learned way more at Options than we did at Carter High School or even middle school. And you want what's best for your brother, sister, child, grandchild. You want them to get the best learning experience possible. And I think that lowering the number of students per teacher will help that problem. And it's just one step in modernizing our education system. So yeah, that would be my solution to, it's just the first step to modernizing our education system. It's worked in the past. We've had studies here in California that show that 16 students compared to the 23 on average, they do have better state standardized testing scores. They'll be a month or even 2 months ahead of those normal 23 average student classes. And even private schools, they'll usually limit their number of students per class to 16 to allow for that one-on-one interaction and that better learning experience. I know what you might say, that that 23-to-1 ratio might not be too high and that it's workable, but there's a flaw in the way the information was gathered, in that the way teachers were counted is that they counted counselors, principals, administration as teachers, and they're not the ones doing the teaching. They're just in the office doing whatever work they need to do. So that ratio should actually be way higher than the 23-to-1 average that it is right now. The way I envision the classes being in the future is 16 students per class, per one teacher. And it's just a smaller group where the teacher will be able to get a grasp on the class, stop any distractions from happening, get the one-on-one experience. It'll just help improve the learning experience, and the students will learn more. Do you agree with me? If you do, then go to your school meetings, go to your city council meetings, protest, spread the word online. There's many digital online city council meetings for the city of Rialto, where I'm at, city of San Bernardino. Just find your online meeting and attend it and let your voice be heard. Our current education system is flawed, and I believe this is the first step to improving that education system. The students are the future. They're the ones who are going to be pushing humanity forward, making new strides into new areas. They're going to be pushing humanity in the right direction, into space, where new medical procedures, anything. So we want what's best for humanity. We want what's best for our students. We want them to be the best they can be to help humanity as a whole. Shouldn't we do everything we can to help them now so they can help us in the future? Thank you.